Run it back for AGAL and GK.
Oh my goodness. A little bit of deja vu from Game 6 yesterday. Well, we saw GK win it last time, and they look like they're starting off pretty well here. The pistol kill on to destroy from EJ as the two flushes come in instantly. And AGAL now pinned down again. Two in a building. They've got Park Pro in there with that VSS. Well, he's working on the outside. He's going to look through the window. He's going to spot out Delwyn, and that is going to be him going down instantly. Looking at the map to see if anybody else sees this going on in the kill feed, if they come over here to third or fourth party the way they did last time.
Easy wipe here. AGAL is eliminated after just 2 minutes of... That's a nade as well. Jacob's going to go straight in there. Scappy's going to hit him too. He's down half as well. They realize that there's so much going on already. Scabby flushes Kiv. And then Jacob goes down to Petulins.
That's a really rough pull up there by Myth, but good work by Twisted Minds, learning lessons from yesterday after they got taken by surprise by Virtus Pro. And you see Navi, they were playing around on the hills to the south, and they're going to use that opportunity while Twisted Minds is distracted to make their way into apps.
Have a battle here. Pretty Curdy goes down for a flush as well. Nixie's knocked to Luke, 12. And VP is going to continue this fragging power as they do. We know they have. Oh, knocks from this side as well. Gam involves himself once again.
Yeah, Virtus Pro going to be kicking themselves onto that one because they knew that that's the spot that they just got knocked at just moments ago by Gam. And unfortunately, Lukaruk's going to dance around a little bit too cavalier. Will get knocked, but they will get Nixie back on his feet as Team Liquid now down to just Alo and Luke 12. Trying to hide through the smoke, but Nixie's going to spot him out. Gets the immediate knock. Not going to be able to get the flush as he's got to run. That is double blues on grenades, and that's going to take him down. Well played there by Alo, and he should be able, or actually, yeah, it was Alo that threw him, so he should be able to get the res. It timed it perfectly and will find the flush, but won't get Luke.
Luke go down half, basically using his friend as a meat shield. Halo being flushed here to Tycon. This is a great third party for Vicious, but Shadow is also sending it in. Vicious is rotating just behind VP, and VP crashed into the fence. They see people coming chase towards them. They get Tycon down. Dogma and Pow is trying to make it around. Dogma gets multiple members down as well as Pow is super low. More shots come in here. Can he connect onto Dogma?
Beamy has that sniper, the bolty in hand, waiting to see Dogma's head just peek through the window. Won't find it. But you see the damage being done by that blue zone. It's starting to tick pretty heavy at this point, and this is kind of mutually assured destruction for these guys. Duckmai will find one, he'll find two. Whoa. And then Grenade is going to fall just shy. No, the last one is going to get him, and it's going to throw him even further out of the blue. Now Pow, the last player left alive for Vicious. Try to make a little bit of a come up now as Gam tries to make the full send in. They're running into everything. That's not the time you want to be hitting that tree. Duck Shoes will get taken low, he'll get taken out. Wong F able to get into the door frame, but he sees the grenades come through. He sees somebody shooting at him from behind as well. It is just absolute anarchy going on in the apartments.
Scabby tries to get back up here in mid, deeply involved.
That pays off as there's a lot of myth in there, and there's no way that they can know exactly where that C4 is, so they've just got to run out. And Example knows it. He's going to put himself in perfect position to take down one. Scappy will go down to the C4, and now Jacob, the last player left alive for Myth.
What a smart play, the blue zone to force them out, but the kills are getting stolen by Songjang. GK is thieving. And as we saw the next circle pop, it still holds in Falcon's compound. Vicious is out in 12. GK is in, and we have absolute insanity going on inside the apartment complex.
Twisted Minds just shepherding Myth exactly where they wanted them to go. There was nothing that Myth could do about it.
But it's going to be difficult because Falcon is just raining bullets towards him. Tickleton finds raining, and Wenbo goes down to Levante inside the apartments.
Oh, that is just so tough for T1. Not really much you can do at this point, as Ian at least manages to get to the shack. And Tickleton, oh, he's got so many mortars. He's just waiting for the perfect opportunity, and here they come. They will start to land. We know trigonometry is a thing. Let's see where they go. Just a little bit outside.
But all the damage is still being done and have been done, and if they're inside this concrete shack, they're not going to be able to blow that away.
Gen G actually going to send Salute over to try to get a little bit closer, but Hackatory is right on top of it. We'll spot him out before he can get close.
Yeah, and Ferris on the top of the roof here has the absolute insane corner. Levante continues to put mayhem out with the MG3. Bean goes down 2, and Nate drops from Bean, takes down D, and Chan joins in onto the fight with Na'Vi. Huge fiesta going on here in the apartments.
This is a really aggressive push by Gen G. I mean, their apartment building was still in at the time, but they try to make the push over into Na'Vi, and as a result, they're going to take a couple of big losses there. I think Bean, or Soul rather, the last player left alive, Hackatory, they're going to get him back on his feet as the circle is going to land right on top of Apps. So Falcons, Geek,
close. So they're going to be spending all their utility to try to get some knocks onto Falcons.
Oh, if that gets into the shack, no, it's going to bounce just out. And Geek's Songjang will get taken down. Gustav using the hard cover from the vehicle to keep himself safe. And they're holding Geek at bay for now. EJ taking a lot of damage here. Twisted have now looked over in this direction as well. The smoke's the only thing keeping Geek alive here. They're starting to run low on utility, you have to imagine, but they still have some left in the bag, and they're going to start sending it now. Shrimsy will get inside the shack just in the nick of time.
And now it's about reinforcing his stun grenades are coming in too. Sure, they lost a player, but they still have utility, and shots are coming in. Parkbro gets Tickleton down now, and Falcon's gonna have to turn heads.
Just so many grenades in the bag for Geek, and Falcons tried to survive the onslaught, but it was just too much in the end. Shrimsy will find one, he'll find two. Shrimsy staying alive, keeping Falcons into it, while Kickstart trying to provide him some support from range. Shrimsy is gonna go down to the blue zone in the end, and it is all done for Geek. Kickstart, the last player left alive for Falcons.
And now surviving. Fulton's going down as well. That actually managed to get another point for Kickstart here. Gives him sixth place. He's not inside. There's no more dips to crawl into. Great fort to deny any entry into this. Xiao finds Skedrux though with the Panzerfaust.
Ports can't hold off the Panzerfaust push, and both of them had one in hand. As now Tian looking for the next player from Vitality. He's not able to spot him out. It looks like he was able to retreat and rejoin the rest of the squad. So Vitality with 3 will play this one out as Gedrox does get flushed out by Xiaowu. And from this one, Soul still hiding in the midst. He's going to find one. He's going to find 2. Oh, the micro Uzi in Soul's hands is so dangerous. Boostic will take him down in the end, but will it be enough time to get these reses? You can see Twisted Minds already trying to capitalize. They're going to throw in the blue zone grenade, and it's going to be perfect. Na'Vi gets taken down. Boostic, the last player left alive.
You can't be waiting that long if you know you have a player within. That's so unfortunate for Na'Vi. Blue smokes, and they have not much time left.
No, they do not. Boostic does go down in the end, but Na'Vi do manage to collect 4 kills and a 3rd place. So not bad for them. Separate themselves a little bit as the blue zone comes through, but it's not going to be enough to take the tick down on Levante. But Lou in perfect position will spot out Quizzy. He'll get down to 2 HP, and they get the win. Twisted Minds come in huge to start off the day on day number 2. Not spotting anything, just pre-fire. Wow. Type will go down to himself, but he takes down Simon T in the process. Now Heather goes down, Duckmai going down, so trades abound here for Vicious and T1. They try to figure out exactly where everybody is, but well played by both squads so far. Ian just managing to duck outside before that Molotov hits.
Yeah, now 3 players left standing here for T1. No heals at all on Ian. He's left on 22 HP. And Pao, he's going to have that M249 in hand and be ready for a potential push as they actually get the rest off. Get out of this mess. Oh, he gets hit by Tycon with the barrel. An easy angle for Tycon to get. The flush comes in too, and now it's down to just raining and Type.
Really well done there by Tycon. We expect no less. Oh my goodness. That grenade landing right in his pocket. It does
ahead of them here. Type did find Pao. No more shots come in. And the Type is left to a little bit of HP as the other guys push in. Dogmai's going to jump out. Half the Type just turns with the MP5 and Dogmai goes down.
He's so good. Type 432 damage here. And now Vicious finds themselves down to 1 player left alive, and it's going to be Tycon. That is a dangerous man. Fortunately, Type does have some heals for himself, but Tycon will take down Raining in the process. We'll see if he can get Pal back on his feet, as Type will throw the grenade. It's going to land a little bit short. That blue zone, no, that's a flashbang. Never mind. Type trying to see if he can reposition himself. He's just trying to cause problems, right? Don't give him the time to go for that res, but unfortunately, he just doesn't have it now.
All right, great. Let's see where this circle goes, as T1 and Vicious is just involved in some mutual destruction. We do go north here. The vast majority of the teams is actually more south-southwest, so a lot of teams have to move, and Buxon saw that here for Perfectix, and he's around the tree. And again, it's a multiple effort from the guys, but Tulins gets it. Everyone is contributing towards the damage being done towards Na'Vi. They actually end up stopping just next to them, as this circle gets extremely congested.
And now the circle's going to go that direction as well.
Yeah, and Solalzi finds T1, finds Heather. Delvin was aware there's birds in the sky, and that's going to turn them around. They're going to be aware that there's just points available. Perfectix does find Hagatory Flock. That's going to be a huge fight on the western side. Shots already come out, and Batulins finds Zilghost from 17.
This could be a farm game for Twisted if they play their cards right. They've been dug in here. Perfectly positioned. The grenade will come through, but not before the meds do for Batulins, as the grenades start flying over from 17. They're not finding the mark, but Batu gets the double, and all of a sudden Xiao Wu is all by himself. He's got a UAZ and some smoke to keep him alive, but that's about it. Twisted Minds holding the line on the western edge.
Shrimpsy stolen Wenbo here, as more nades come out and shots coming in too here towards Xiao Wu, as he's disengaging completely. Shots connect as well. He's down to nothing, and he's driving in blind. He's not going to know what's ahead of him. He's going to drive straight towards Scam, straight towards Vitality. And he's going to try to
get full sense.
And that's the first team out in 16 minutes. We are still at 50 teams. PK finds multiple from Shadow Esports, and Luke 12 finds Bean, as we're talking about it. The southern side is going to have so many fights on multiple ends.
Nobody else in this lobby to really be concerned about other than Falcons, but Tiggleton will win that 1v1 against Beamy. Stays alive with 3 HP, but Nixie will spot him down, and that'll be it for Tig. Not flush just yet, but Correxy, that's the problem. Ian was taking shots into their back, kind of forcing their hand, and now Virtus Pro, they find themselves down to 2.
Lou steals Correxy even here now. Kickstart goes down to Nixie. Nixie gets so much damage done to him. Turns around, and Twisted Minds is third-parting this fight completely. Shrimpsy goes down to the blue, and Outstars down to Gustav. What can he do? Is he going to deny? Is he going to do something? Or maybe just go all the way north, try to get into the northern side of Buxanza. And maybe get closer here. Maybe he can do a drive-by. He has bandages. It's good for him. Shots come in and connect. Nixie gets Tickleton and Gustav on the bleed out, and Falcons is out in 12th place as VP goes up to 3 kills in this game with just Lukaruk left. Needs to get back into the fight. We do see T1 trying to fend off this. Nades come in. Utilities being deployed towards T1, and Lukaruk gets raining down. That could be another valuable kill to keep that average high. Perfectix seeing that it's VP still alive here, and Ian trying to get the most out of this one here. Twisted Minds is running towards VP. They know that they need to try to stop them. He's on fire. Lukaruk's get into the smoke here, and Utilities being completely committed to this. It's a blue zone on top of Ian. It's going to force him towards Lukaruk's. That's an easy flush and kill for Lukaruk's, and Perfectix with a great spray down onto Ian, and T1 goes down, and Virtus Pro down in 10th place as AGL gets so much base on the northern side.
9 kills now for Twisted Minds. They're making a run for Navi's spot in 3rd, as Gam will take down Myth. Only 1 player left alive, and that's going to be Scappy, as the circle is starting to close. As you mentioned, AGAL, GK both so much to gain from this finish here. Twisted Minds, if they could just take out Navi, yeah, they will. Example knew exactly where to look for him, and that's going to be 10 kills now for Twisted as they continue their climb up the leaderboard. Themselves a little bit closer. Twisted Minds going hunting. They're going to find Luke 12. They're going to find Alo. They're going to find Team Liquid. Cleanly done by Twisted Minds, but they do take a knock. Batu's down. Lou is down. Full Sense starting to activate. Example, the last player left alive, as Vitality is starting to creep down to the south and try to go get their own points.
I don't think they realize there's so many teams here. Example's going to go down to that nade. Surely from Levante, he does. And they go out in 5th place. Full Sense 2, Flash and Ticker's out. We're down to 4 from GK, 3 from Vitality and AGL. For a third party, they're running at this. Himas finds Get Rocks, and Vitality's engaged in this one here. Gets the flush on him too.
A few more kills for Geeke would be huge if they can manage to get the win as well. 7 already in the bag, but this has been a slow fight developing here between Vitality and AGAL. Quizzy going to retreat back down to the south, leaving Levante all by himself up here to deal with the aim. He's got the smoke wall laid down, send it downhill, hope for the best. Let's see how close they get.
Oh my God.
It will hit the tree, but it looks like Geeke already on the move. Will spot out Delwyn, take him down. The C4 will not be successful.
They tried to nade it to disable it, but EJ pushed immediately off that. Delwyn going down. Parkro finds it as well. That's going to be Geeke taking the win. And trying to chase down each other. Lou is trying to get up here, but Simon T's already waiting. It's a straight and easy kill for Na'Vi here. They're actually out. This might be a pull-up. It's a straight drive-by. Hackatar finds Nixie, actually. That's a big name to take out this early. Correxy turns around. Spiro takes Corexy, and now the other guys have to get involved in this one.
A full-on pull-up IVP with no information, as you said, about what they're pulling into. Well, Na'Vi, fortunately enough, were able to get at least one. Oh, the grenade not going to go where it needs to. This is the window by just that much, but Spiro will get taken down by Beamy in the end. So Na'Vi will lose 2. They did call in support from the rest of the boys. They were making their way over here. We'll see if they fully commit, but yeah, now the shots are going to come in, and it looks like Na'Vi will just...
Now, Nadian hand comes out. Nade comes in. That's going to be a nade straight on to Hansi potentially. That's a great nade. Soul hits him perfectly. Hansi goes down. Easy flush for Soul. But Gen G is destroying the dreams of Shadow Esports. They're hoping for a great game. D finds another one. Setsuna finds Bean, though, as it's being turned around.
That is absolute timing there for Gen G. But good pickup there for Setsuna to get at least one of the Gen G guys down. And looks like AGAL getting peppered by mortars. Where are they even at right now? They have Myth just on the other side, though. But the good knock will go down to Baron, so Himas not going down without a fight.
More utility being deployed here from AGL as they have to commit to this defense as Myth is trying to sneak in. Himas finds Kiss. Lolc finds the flush onto Baron, and Myth is completely falling apart.
Yeah, it's been I mean, look, they've been average at best, but considering what we saw out of Myth in the group stages, we were expecting far more than just average. As we see Nixie, they've got eyes on. Why not send a few mortars over in that direction? We'll do a little bit of damage. Oh, almost gets Scappy.
Gustav finds Getrox as Vitality try to rotate in. T1 with a third party onto Myth. Jacob goes down, and now it's down to just Scabby. Can he do something? Damage has been done. Type goes in. Scabby has a shotgun, though. Doc might find Scabby through the smoke, and that is Myth out in 15th place.
Low situations. We'll keep an eye on that. As Virtus Pro going to send the grenades over the wall here towards Full Sense. Get it in return as well, but the damage just not coming through for Full Sense as Belmoth will be taken down, and Tigger is alive just by the smokes. Thanadol and Flash have to retreat back to cover, but more grenades are in the hands of Virtus Pro as they fight their way down.
5 kills now. They keep the average stacking up. And now they realize, okay, next circle pop, we might have a play here. We can either third party or pull up on something. There's 2 members left on Full Sense. Are they going to go for the kill for a drive-by? Lucarux finds Flash. That's an easy pull-up for them. Thanadol turns around, but Beamy gets him. That's Full Sense out by the grace of Virtus Pro. They're up to 7 kills.
From those for the time being. Meanwhile, Virtus Pro going to send it right into Na'Vi, and Na'Vi is ready. Ferris gets 2 with a well-placed grenade. Well-timed grenade. Beamy now the last player left alive for VP as he is down to half HP. Another couple of rounds coming in his way, and he will go down, but job done for Virtus Pro as they have now 7 kills sitting on 106 points. Here comes the push from Falcons.
Yeah, utility being deployed now from Falcons here. Blue zones. Luke has to heal, and now Nate's coming in to follow up here. That went out. It hit the other side. So unfortunate. Now defensive utilities being deployed here as well. The circle is still on top of the compound here, so they have plenty of time to fight here. You have to have the really well-placed utility to try to get those knocks.
Gonna go and try to turn the corner, but Shrimsy's waiting for it. He gets the knock, he gets the flush immediately following. So Halo maybe a little bit ambitious on that flashbang peak. The rest of Falcons will reset, have to remove themselves here off of that blue zone.
With points behind currently, it is doable. Example finds Gustav. He drops a nade. That could be it's an immediate flush on him and does some damage to kickstart too. The point man with the Groza and 3 gear.
Super unfortunate timing there for Falcons as Luke 12 will go down.
Drop
Gets knocked
shot.
and flush. Cowboy will try to return the favor. Gets Shrimsy, but Kickstart is going to push with that Groza and will finish off Team Liquid as Tian will take down two members of Geeke. The Mortars coming alive once again.
This is the game where they can try to catch up. Now Na'Vi try to defend from the push from Twisted Minds, but Tulin goes down. And those teams are also always fighting. 15 points difference from 4th place to 3rd between Na'Vi and Twisted. Dr. Just find equal here.
Love that. Falcons trying to keep pace with Virtus Pro, but also create separation for themselves from the teams in the chase right on their backs. We see more mortars being sent over towards Geeke. They were able to reset off of that first.
Be able to be played 17 now. They turn their direction towards Vicious, and Tycon finds a nade and a knock with the FAMAS.
Just beautifully executed by Vicious, but the grenades in return will take down Pal. Takes down Tycon very low as well. Lil Ghost now the last player left alive for 17. Shrimsy and the rest of the Falcons boys turn their attention over towards Geeke. Gam has retreated to their compound. Falcons get to stay inside this little ridge line that they've created for themselves, but Gam have to leave. And Vicious back up to 3 strong. They are just staring over in that direction. The FAMAS will sing out, take down Akan. They'll secure their 10th kill as they continue to climb up the leaderboard. They are now in 9th.
Prime Tycon is back. Simon T, though, he does get the final shots. Glorious finds Sungjang as both Gam, Vicious, and Geeke is having so many fights across each other. And the benefactors are Na'Vi and Falcons. They managed to survive for 1 more point.
A little bit more from Twisted Minds from Geeke and Vitality as they have had a good game to start off here. Tycon will go down in the end, but Tanvu
On here, Doctor's disengage here with the fight. Shots come in and Ferris connects with the handball. An insane headshot. This is now the possibility for Na'Vi to potentially win the game. It's effectively a 2v2. Shot come in and connects. 3 Vest does get him a little bit low here, 44 HP. And they're under a lot of pressure. And the utility is being deployed. A fantastic nade from Boostic.
Beautiful grenade from Boostic, and Clory's now the last player left alive for Gam as Na'Vi stepping up in the end game here. They've got 3 kills, looking to make it 4 and a victory. Clory's looking to do the impossible. It's not going to happen. Na'Vi get the victory.
Watching Tycon get his groove back, and I'm loving it. Jumps up into the face. Little Ghost at least managed to get the knock on Simon, who's having great finals of his own. But here comes the rest of VC. These guys are completely vicious. Pal's going to spot out Little Ghost, get the knock on him. They're going to continue to push along, and yeah, 17's trying to regroup, get back over here, but the timing is just so bad.
Yeah, Tian lands a pretty decent grenade, but he's going to take decent damage in response, so pretty even exchange there. But that follow-up from Duckby is right on point. And that's going to be another knock here. The flush confirmed as well.
Who's the roaming bandits that we've been seeing through the early game? It's Geeke. Geeke, here's this firefight. They're just on the outside of this.
Many shots, but
that's how you do it.
Simon T2 getting in there. And Wenbo is down, and piece by piece, 17 is being sent to the lobby.
Just can't seem to find anything out of this one. Xiao Wu going with the hero stand. He's going to go down. It's Simon that manages to find it. But Shadow.
Yeah, and this is more of what I want to see from some of these teams, is this early aggression, looking for those moments where you can get some clean points. EJ going to take Kamal's out of the seat. No hope there. Oh, Hansi actually wins that. Akan is going to get him in response. So Park Pro did go down, but Geeke looking for that res.
Setsuna's just going to send it. He's got confidence in his aim, but he's going to put himself in a crossfire. That's punished, and now just 1 up for Shadow. Do Geeke want it? Are they going to chase it down? Looks like they know, and yep, they're going to go ahead and finish that out. Geeke early is just vicious, man. Oh, what'd you hit?
Did you hit that? Did he hit it like something in front of him?
Did he hit his own hand? I don't know.
I'm not even sure.
I don't know if Park Pro knows. That science is weird.
Is that possible?
I don't know.
I didn't even know
I've
that
never
was
tried
possible.
it. That's the only thing I can think of. I have no idea what happened there, but all right, here's the explosions and VP. No points so far for VP, so this is all Nixie just trying to stay alive. Falcons know who's there. They want him down and out, and they got the BRDM, and they are on the hunt. Vitality actually crashes the other side of it as well. All the squads in the hunt trying to find something for the championship. Bit of peace coming up from VC as well as Vitality starting to get a lot of shots thrown their direction. I think they pissed off a few too many people.
Yeah, it is kind of tough when you're in those early center positions to lock them down, and that's why you got to give Falcons some credit. They did a really nice job with that. Salute should be dead here. Yeah, there's no hope of getting to that rock. Now, the good news is that Bean is going to be able to find the res, it looks like, forward.
He's got it prepped. The way that Na'Vi are playing this slow, it is punishable. Not going to go for the first part of it, assuming somebody's coming after him. Park Pro's gone down. Looks like he's just trying to go for flushes. Do they know where Zongjong is? Nade's starting to come up. Gedrox actually gets the knock on a Na'Vi. Follow-up nades coming up. Everybody's just getting demolished over here into the east. Jinji survived for long enough to walk into the Falcons sight line.
Nades, though, from Vitality, who's making a climb up the leaderboard, up to 7th right now. Full sense, sending it right underneath. But Pau might have an angle. No, not quite. Looking to try to get up there to find one. Tycon having to use smokes to give himself some leverage to get
of this full sense side, maybe take the fight with VC. But the positioning there just isn't good. Hello, my bad. Gets knocked onto Shrimsy. That's going to throw off all the timing. Denadol's also over here. He's going to try to get a piece, but nah, Levante says that's mine.
That was beautifully orchestrated by
Been on a climb and 13 kills and more counting. Oh, the Panzer doesn't quite connect. Levante trying to get the shots onto Gustav. He does manage to pick him up. And now Falcons nowhere to go. They just have to run right in between Full Sense and Vitality both. That is big for VC, who's got control of the south. Nades and everything just being thrown right out of Full Sense to keep some control on the angle, but Vitality now trying to leave their cubbies and on the hunt for Falcons.
Oh man, this is on a knife's edge for the Falcons. That BRDM is going to explode, so they're not going to have the safety of it to use anymore. Smokes are down to at least hopefully buy them a little bit more time.
Tig's trying to creep out and find more, but you can see it's instantly punished. Now Molotovs galore just being dropped on top of him. And that is just one cooked Falcon with Tig having nowhere to go. Kickstarting a ton of trouble. Trying to say maybe he can get more out of it. At least finds one more point, putting it in touching distance of VP.
That was a hell of a grenade from Kick. He did a ton of damage with it. Fortunately able to get the point for Falcons. Can get here, so now Kick just trying to stay alive, but Levante not going to allow it. Has been an absolute menace. 816 damage in this one from Levante. Eight kills for Vitality.
Full Sense sandwich going on right now. Vitality to the north, VC pretty much in the center to the south. Full Sense right up against the blue zone. Exact same position that we saw Falcons trying to fight their way out of. They're gonna go down. Now the real battle begins. Vitality, VC, so close on the leaderboard, 4th and 5th respectively. Just 2 points between. Vitality with the high ground.
Spotted. This should be the end. This should be Team Vitality taking the win, and they do.
Massive for the club championship. Massive for Vitality, and you can see massive for Levante. Of song looking into position on Na'Vi other side. This is why we saw Shadow kind of roaming around. Good start. I mean, squad with Shadow. I was super excited when they qualified.
Can't help but stare. Delwyn getting punished. It's a little bit of a tap spray. He takes himself out in the end, but now there's another fight going on here right now. Heather getting the work done. He's getting tagged up though by Himas at range. Is going to be able to get back to the safety of that US, but the feet are sticking out. It's another headshot. Destroy driving by. Takes down Heather with a little help from Himas.
Just on the hunt right now. T1 rolling right through AGAL, kind of saving Shadow, who was in a really desperate situation. Jexy's still kind of in a bad spot, as he also has Himas right on top of him. T1 tries to just retaliate into a really weird spot against Sololzi. Sololzi's just gonna try to cut it across. Jexy's just gonna thank everybody for the work. AGAL is eliminated, and Shadow's just thanking their lucky stars in that one.
You can see VP doesn't like that initial angle, so they're going to try a different direction. That's a Panzer, and that's a dead player. Sungjung down, but a Khan there to trade.
Okay, play it, reset the time zone. Oh my God, Khan has to dodge the car of his own teammate, just rolling right through next to Vitality. Gedrox sees it all, but it's another Panzer Faust and a nade right on top of him. He's gonna go down.
That was his own grenade.
Oh no! Is he gonna take himself down there? Is he getting away? Barely manages to creep away from it.
That was his own grenade. It just bounced funny off of that pole or something. That is brutal for Vitality. Now, hello, my bad, has come in here and done some damage, but took down another teammate with it. This fight very chaotic.
Vitality could get the blue chips and maybe cut over to the west, get to school, go for a res over there. T1's playing around that position, and Simon just denies it. Great shot coming out from the Panzer, and that was just, that's all you heard before he went down. So Vitality, this is now a big problem. They decided to go up the hillside. It's going to be a nice Tanvu hold. Just gets 2. Myth, where are you even going to go from here? There's Gam all around both sides of this. Is Tanvu, man. This guy is so good.
Doing some good damage.
Yeah, but Baron's now trapped. It's just full-on chase down to make sure they take him. It's going to be Duck Juice that gets the knock. Scappy's now trapped out in the blue and near on nowhere to go. Liquid really can't get a piece of this just due to how Hosan is set. And VP finally gets actually a little bit of a counter knock going on over here, as it looks like Corexi's trying to creep their way forward, but where do you go, man? It's just full defended, and he just got so little information. Now Falcon's wrapping back behind all of this. If they realize it is going to be VP, they might opt into crashing this.
Of his own, cooks it pretty well. Lil Ghost gonna shimmy over to the side, but out in the open, he's down and dusted. Corexi with the ace.
Just 1v1, finding a Jiawu on the other side, though. That's a much harder 1v1, and Jiawu is going to take it. Crexy just pulled in too many different directions. But Navi's got that compound for control. Gam's also encroaching back behind all of this, but Falcons is just trapped in the most open section of this circle. And they've realized, okay, fine, just cut through. They've just got to run right by. Navi's taking shots one side of him. This hillside could provide some safety, but you can...
Gen G want to make sure that Soul is flushed. We've seen him down for quite a while. They're pushing through, and Salute's not ready for it. Corey's then going to run through the vehicle, just expecting more players from Gen G to be there, but they are not. Tanvu up to 5 kills as well.
On top of all of this, Navi's going to use the opportunity to see if they can try to get up next to Full Sense yet again, but no, it's going to be a nice hold coming up from Belmont. Gets down a quick flush onto Hakatori. Navi doesn't have too many more options, though. They've just got to try to push for something over here, and that's going to be right into the waiting arms of Full Sense. Very defended. Navi is just going to falter as well, as everybody at the top of the leaderboard starting to find problems except for VC.
And they're having a nice little game for themselves. They've shot up 10 kills in this one, but then Jexy, what a timing there, gets Tanvu down. One more to go, but it's Belmont from behind.
Just doing a perfect peak timing on to Tanvu of all people is just, that's something to be proud of. Glory is now kind of stuck over here. He's got Bean one side of him. Full
chance to try to punish Twisted Minds around the edge of this hill. What a grenade from Batulans!
Perfectly cooked, rolls it right down into the face of Team Liquid. This is what we're talking about. There's nowhere to go. Twisted's got the high ground. They're going to wrap back behind this. Luke at least gets a counter knock on Batulans. He's got to deal with Lou low ground back behind him. Lou's just trying to wait out the smokes. Example runs up the hillside. Too many different ways to make it. Twisted manages to get it, but now they've got to walk into the circle. VC already counter moving. This is just neck and neck here at the bottom of it. And whenever we see VP and Falcons going out a little bit early, not finding a lot. Twisted trying to really rally their games back together. Example is going to go down. But I mean, Twisted, there was so few options, nowhere to really go. Full Sense is taking control over every section of the circle that VC does not. And there is just nothing that Twisted can do. They tried to fight their way in, but what are you going to do? It was 8v3.
They're trying to just see if he can find some way to get something done. Will get the first. If he can get another, then I'm a believer.
He's already revealed in position. They're running right up into his face. Got to be careful. High side of this one's going to be Flash. Duckmite just trying to use a little bit of the divot. Isn't enough. Doesn't have enough time after the reload. He's going to go down. And Full Sense are going to find themselves a match victory.
Oh, no. They're driving into it.
Oh, I thought they might just go Fairy Pier. Lou, you might be safe, but nobody else is. That's a problem. 2 down already. Twisted took the path of least resistance, but it was actually heavily resisted.
Or maybe even have a vehicle to work with. Duck Juice, though, underneath, able to take down Hello My Bad. So that's a nice start. But you do have Gedrox going down as well, so Vitality. But like maybe they were going to have the drop on Gam. No. Enter the circle as best they can. So that entire west side's open. Baron, that's a nice shot with the ace. Takes down E-End. E-End trying to scoot away, but cannot. Will be claimed by Kiss. So Myth, but Baron gets caught by a grenade from Raining right on top of him. Heather, 2 HP, trying to find some safety to heal.
You got to kill that man. You can't leave him on 2 HP. He will murder your whole squad. Na'Vi wanted a piece of what we saw just 1 second ago. Try to get themselves back into the point hunt center. But Genji's too separated to really do too much about this unless they get a knock right here. Nope. It's going to be mostly Full Sense again that's going to try to get something out of it. Belmont gets knocked onto Hakatori.
Yeah, from those garage houses, Full Sense able to connect a ton of damage. Now, Boostic does have the M249. Finds a knock to try to relieve some of this pressure that Full Sense was able to create, but Tigger can find a good grenade here. Could spell the doom of Na'Vi, and it's perfect! Oh!
Okay, Full Sense. More control over the center would be good.
They just have to kind of sacrifice players left and right. Duckmite. Ooh, he's got a knock there onto Hansi, I believe, so
yep,
it's going a little bit awkward for Yep, there you go. It's awkward for Shadow is what I should say.
Yeah, Shadow followed T1, and Vicious was just watching that the whole time. So this does cost Vicious placement in the circle, but there is some open areas down in the southeast that they can play around. Shadow, you can see, just kind of trapped out here right now with Duckmine now down. Jexy does get that knock. Tycon, though, is not going to let that go quietly. I think he wants some vengeance back. Blue Zone going to be putting in some work, and it just takes a couple of taps to get Jexy down.
Yeah, but you're kind of seeing the results of what you were talking about earlier, Matt, where coming down off this mountain sucks. Like, and like to VC's credit, they're trying.
Behind it, Setsuna in some trouble. He has to run forward, runs right out, does get the knock. Bold play, does at least get 1 point before he goes down, and it's on to Shrimsy of all people.
Drum that Tycon has found for safety. Sees Curdy driving around the outside. Yep. Yeah, Kurt just looking for any kind of safety. Him and Alo crossing
Spot in the circle while Falcons just got to chase. Gustav not going to let it happen, though. So Falcons getting both players of Vicious on opposite sides of the circle.
Falcons trying to make the smoke bridge.
This doesn't feel good. I think they spotted. Nade's going to roll forward. There you go. Tig going to find another one.
And now it's danger close. Geeke on guard.
Good round, but exchange. It's going to be Park Pro that gets the knock on to Gustav. Gustav at least takes down a con. Now Falcons, where do you go? Cover any movement for the rest of Falcons to see if they get next to Gustav. But great shot comes out from Songjong, hits it, and now Falcons in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, the links there for Songjong. Spelling doom. Tiggleton trying to heal through this blue and get into that 8th place spot if possible.
Oh!
He gets the knock on to Songjong. They lose track of possibilities. Is Tig going to be able to get the heal off in time? No. They are.
D, as long as he can find some safety, but they manage to peek up at the perfect side of it. But D holds it, gets the knock on to 1, does go down to the 2nd, but AGAL now down to just destroy and deal with Gen G. The timing on the other side of this, though, is Gam played it perfect. They ran across right as soon as AGAL made their move.
Soul had absolutely wrecked Gam, but because D couldn't hold on his own, he gets hit in a flank angle by Destroy. So he's going to have to crawl down to the safety of the inside of the missile silo to try to survive. But Tanvu, I think, might have a sense of it. The grenade bounces just shy of the mark.
Gam's got to do this fast. Geeke's back behind them. They need to move as well. Shots now starting to come on to Gam. There's nowhere to go. Geeke just absolutely massacring Gam. Big Nate lands in the middle of him. Follow up. Duck Juice, the last one alive. But now DK's in trouble. Myth is taking shots at them, and this cross is going to be hazardous. Can't really go for too much of a peek because of Destroy's positioning, but Gen G can't move because of where we see Geek at. So Park Pro at least finishing one of those problems. Maybe be able to solve the second one here in just a second. Is no Myth still getting involved. Songjong gonna get knocked again, and it's just go time. Geek's got to jump down right into the waiting arms of Gen G. That's one. Can they get the last shots on Park Pro? No, trying to step up and around it. But the silos providing some level of safety. Myth actually aggressively moving into this position as well. And Park Pro just getting cooked.
Soul is going to be up and over. Doesn't matter. He gets immediately taken down, and the grenade does not connect.
What do you do, Gen G? You're just, as you said, pretty much without a paddle over here. Spray's going to connect. More points to VP, though. That makes it even scarier for everybody else. It's going to be a squad down. 6 kills now sitting at, trying to touch that line. Myth, so few options. Kiss does at least manage to get a knock, but it's going to be Tigger that comes alive on the other side of it. This is full sense, finding a great flank onto this. Tigger's been playing aggressively, but he goes down. That means that the whole push coming out from full sense on the side has collapsed.
Time maybe finding the angle, but Lucarux immediately finds the re-knock, and there's the finish. It's Flash with the double.
On to full sense, walking through the smokes, and right in the face, Lucarux, no fear. VP comes up big.